Welcome to the next one. I am Rob. Maybe Rob. I might be Rob. We're still waiting on the verdict of that one. Today we got an unboxing, first impressions. This one from Adapt Knives. If you have not heard of them, don't be scared. They're out of California, and shipping's been fairly quick. It's my second one. Discount's been great, and if you saw my Ascenza, you know that one came from Adapt Knives as well. So today we have the Slym. We'll go with Slym. I believe this is a LionSteel collab. An Italian Spyderco, which of all the new models these days, I'm just really not digging them, except for the Italian ones. This one, definitely eye-catching. Typical Spyderco box. Says Italy. Got your Spyderco sticker, your little booklet. Not a Sprint. It's not an exclusive. Does not come with the paperwork. So we are looking at a manual flipper with a Reeve integral titanium frame lock. Very nice, very reminiscent of the Opera. I'm pretty sure this is LionSteel. It says right on the blade. Blade steel. Looks like M390. Let's have a look here. Are M390. Surprised they didn't go with M398. Interesting. So, all right. So far, digging it. A little carbon fiber inlay. Seems to be kind of rounded, even though the scale's flat. Definitely, hopefully, definitely. See that onlay, inlay. That would be an inlay. A little bit of curvature to it. You can definitely feel it. A little bit of a curve. Nice. Very nice. It is an integral. Check that out. I did not realize this was going to be an integral. No hardware in there. One screw holding in the inlay. One for the pocket clip. Looks like a T8. Got a T6 on the inlay. Got a T8 on the pivot. And that is going to be it. We have the over travel lock stop done from the outside because it is an integral. Relief cutout with a lock on the exterior and a blade stop, which is going to double as a close stop. Your blade open and close stop done from the exterior pin on one side only. Just drilled straight down that sucker, threaded it. Out the door. Pretty cool. Oh, nice. That flipper is removable. That looks like a T6 on that. Let's just confirm these sizes. This is going to be a T7. This one is going to be a T8. We are T8 on the pivot. That is not a captive pivot. Okay, that's okay. It may be captive. Let's see. Nope, not captive. That's spinning both sides. Cool. And pocket clip is a T8. And T6 on your over travel. T6 on your stop pin. And T6 on the inlay. 2 on the inlay. It'd be cool if they did this in multiple colors too. I mean, the white is cool. Black and white is totally fine with me. That is very nice carbon fiber. I would love to see like a purple haze with a DLC, maybe an exclusive or a Sprint. Maybe M398 on it just to be a little different, or you can stick with M39. I'm fine with M390. Spyderco does a great job with their heat treats. Yeah, I'll give that a little test run before I take it off. Definitely looking forward to taking that one off. Yeah. Very nice. On the light switch, push button's good. Light switch. Again, you gotta follow through the light switch. It's not kind of one of these automatic like LionSteel where you look at the DPX and your light switch. Once you break that detent, it is open all the way. That is on both of my LionSteel. Well, with the thumb stud, you break that detent, it opens. That is not a flipper. This is a Fox Knives. The Senza. Some better size comparisons in just a second. Let's check this thing out a little bit more. So it is definitely crowned on the spine. It is a very high flat grind, almost full. It goes full flat to about here, and then it's not flat anymore. Spyderco always has a good edge, especially out of Italy. I'm not even going to test it. It's going to cut. Montiago, Italy, printed there. Montiago, Italy. There we go. In there. Magnetic tip there. And full tie. Steel on the pivot. No, that is no steel on that pivot. Steel on the blade. I think this does not appear to be magnetic. Check that because I'm going to take it off. Got steel on the pocket clip. The hardware. Yep, a little fit. Feels like it. And let's bring out the strong magnet. It's super strong. Any attraction on those screws? No. Attraction to the. It's going right to the clip and the hardware for the clip. Blade. It's pulling the blade through the handle. Yeah, I'm getting pulled between the clip and the blade here. Feels like the over travel does appear to be steel. Some attraction there. Hardware does not appear to be steel, and I would imagine aluminum would be too soft, so it's probably titanium. And at the price for a integral, that's crazy. That's just crazy. $200 for an M390 titanium integral. I mean, unless this is aluminum. This is aluminum. This might be like the LionSteel Slym. Although the LionSteel Slym does come in two flavors. It does come in aluminum integral, and I believe that's integral. I'm gonna have to look that up and check. No, I may be all wrong about this. So pause here. Okay, pretty cool. So I did look it up. It is titanium, 100%. I know it looks like titanium. I just didn't want to be speaking incorrectly. So the LionSteel Skinny does come in aluminum integral and the titanium integral. I knew it came in both. I want to confirm that I am holding titanium and not some aluminum posing as titanium. That would have thrown me off for sure. That would have been a first. I would have really been surprised by that. I mean, the fact they do an aluminum integral is pretty cool. And then to have an integral, because the only other Spyderco integral that I'm aware of is the Paisan. And if you have a Paisan, you know the price. It is not cheap. Let's see what we're doing. So this is done by Taichung, out of Taichung, and this is it's like $600 for a third of the price. With M390 versus 20 CV. No, S90V, excuse me. S90V. Now, S90V is not that expensive of steel, and I would argue to say that it's in the same price range as M390, maybe a little more. It might even cost more to do the heat treat on that S90V. So I don't know what that's going to boil down to. So that's really impressive to have an Italian made by LionSteel. LionSteel knives are not cheap, and then put Spyderco branding on top. Come in with a titanium at a very reasonable price. That's a home run. So considering that this was about 200 and this was 120, and that's after a 20% discount, and then we're talking aluminum N690. You know what N690 is? It is non-expensive steel. It is definitely a mid-grade steel, maybe an upper budget, lower mid-grade steel. I wouldn't put it on the upper end of the steels. I would put it below 154 CM, maybe in that 14 C28 range when it comes to pricing and stuff. But then again, we're talking Fox. Fox Knives is the same one that charges $200 for their core in FRN and N690. Ridiculous. So it's that's a home run. I can see why this is getting sold out every time it's in stock anywhere. I'm lucky to get one. I'm definitely thankful and grateful, and definitely liking it. And this is a mainstay in the collection that I would hunt out again if I lost. The mere fact of it being an integral M390 titanium, I mean, just yeah, 100% home run. And then the flipper's removable on top, and I'm not a back flipper guy. I'm a front flipper, no flipper guy. So I am digging that. Yeah. See, even though this should be steel because it's part of the frame, it's not. It is not ferrous. I picked up the screw. Screw stock. That did not. That is a titanium flipper. Crazy. Usually you think that they would mill that from the steel of the blade and then maybe just cut it or something, but it's not. That's not magnetic at all. That's really cool. I wonder if it's magnetic on the Spyderco. So unfortunately I pass on the nano because I'm not into the small knives. It's not magnetic on the Mido either, so that means that's probably titanium as well. I did put the flipper back on this just because I'm not carrying it. I haven't carried it in a while. But definitely a fan of anything out of Italy. I don't know why. I just like my Italian knives. There we go. Head. Lengthwise, we are, yeah, I mean, it's just about there. I wouldn't be surprised if they're the exact same length. So let's go tip to tail. The Slym is 7 3/4. Tail on the nano. It's 7 3/4. See it? There we go. Same length. I digress. More like 7 7/8. That. Where can that be? 7 3/4. And that. Okay, maybe a 1/16 of an inch. I don't know. Is that 7/8? Yeah. Or 1/16 under. maybe a 1/16 of an inch longer than the Nano. We have a blade length coming in at 3 and 15/16. On the Nano, we are at 3 and 5/16. Right? 5/16. Oh my gosh. Okay, it's been a long day. The drive from New Jersey and back. Okay, forgive me. 3 and 5/16 on the Slym. 3 and 5/16 on the Nano. So we have that extra little 1/16 of an inch that may be protruding on the handle. Yeah, that pivot is just slightly, ever so slightly more forward. On the Slym. With the Spy Opera, line those pivots up. Go, pivot. Tail, two tail. Out there. Bring in the Maniago Urban, pivot to pivot. Bring in the Pitts folder, center this one. Bring in the Pitts folder. Pivots up. Yeah, about there. Nice. Slim body, slim blade. Definitely like a more dress up style EDC. You're gonna be wearing a suit or dress slacks or something. The kind of blade you want to carry. Definitely put it in that range of my more gentleman EDCs with the concept. More gentleman carries when I'm dressing up. You have to take up as little room as possible in your pants. But what's nice about the Slym is it is deep carry, so you're not going to get a bunch of knives sticking out, but you're also not going to get a fancy pocket clip. Concept. Plain Jane with the Boker, but a little more deep carry. This was free with a purchase a few years ago, Christmas. It's still a cool knife though. Okay, let's get in some real comparisons here. The Benchmade bug out. And the Mini Adamus. Show edition, I think. Deca. Titanium Arcade. Got your 80-20, 25. It's LionSteel. We'll break out the past decade, I believe. And I can't even say it. Chero, Bagaro, whatever that time was. Then let's bring it into some Spydercos. There is your Tenacious. Let's bring a pair of 3. 3. Next up's going to be the PM2. And bring it into the Essenza. This up into the Spyderco. This is a more premium. It's going to attract the more premium Spyderco buyers. So we'll compare it against the more premium Spyderco knives. Squish buoy. I may have done the Spy Opera. We'll do it again because of where it sits in the case. Sway back. A little bigger than the sway back. Stage 2. So I will say that the Stage 2 is definitely slimmer. And this is the Slym, the Stage 2. Sway back. Between those and handle thickness. Slym is definitely slim. Not as slim as the Sage 2 in width. Definitely slim in profile. Slim. Sage 2. Smock. The Chef. The Paisan. Okay, so I often forget this exists, and I always forget I have it. This is the Patadees. This is a Maniago, Italy model. And this is definitely the Slym before the Slym, because this was a Spyderco Slym. Line lock. And then we're going to wrap this up with the Gale Bradley 2. Still leading in length. Best of these Spydercos. Favorite all around carries. Although the Slym, you take the Spot. This is definitely right on my alley when it comes to Spyderco. When it comes to actually just EDC. I'm loving the profile. The length, I always wanted the skinny. This is the best of both worlds because I get the skinny with a Spyderco hole. I mean, what else could you ask for? So, definitely happy with this for sure. Out old Ida here. So Ida's gonna lose in the blade length, lose in the edge, and maintain its spot and handle. Thank you, Ida. My final thoughts on first impressions of the Slym is arguably my favorite. It might be my favorite Spyderco model to come, just because it checks all the boxes for me personally. This is subjective. Titanium check, integral check. 390 premium stainless check. Italian made check. Yeah, didn't break the bank. Double check. So yeah, that's a win-win-win all around. Definitely looking forward to what's going to come of this model. I can definitely see some sprint runs and maybe some exclusives. I hope, fingers crossed, because I would love to see this thing like full DLC with like a purple haze. I think I would melt if that came to fruition. I love the purple haze carbon fiber. See any in my view, but yeah, if you're into collecting and you're in this community, you know what it looks like. It looks like this, but purple. Oh, good stuff from Spyderco. If you made it this far, if you liked what you saw, made it this far and you like what you saw, give me some of that YouTube loving, and you will see me in my next. Imagine that as a lanyard hole. Eye candy to wrap this up with. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that. Oh, look at that. Ooh. Pressure on the lock bar. Easy peasy. That is not sticking.
I made you a logo.
I love it, buddy. But you gotta sign it.
And my knives, Jack.